Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. I'm going to get started by cleaning off my nails with some 91% alcohol, and then I'm going to be taking the Jello peel off base coat and applying a thin layer of this to my natural nails. I have been using this a lot because it eliminates the need to soak your extensions off with acetone, and you can keep your nails on anywhere from, I've gotten about 1.5 2 week wear out of this, so it fits my needs perfectly. The removal process isn't as difficult for me anymore because I've just gotten used to it, so you'll be seeing this a lot. But anyway, once I'm done applying this, I am going to cure in my big lamp for 60 seconds. I'm going to be using the Ombre Gel X Prep to chemically etch the bottom half of the extension, and if you have never seen or heard of this product, basically you put this on the bottom half of the extension, rub it around left, right, side to side, up and down, whatever you want to do, until you get some good texture on the bottom half of the extension, and then that is going to help everything adhere to the nails so your extensions don't pop off too soon. So when you're using this, you want to make sure that you keep applying it until the number that's on the bottom half of the extension disappears. That's how you'll know you've done it right. And I like to go all the way up to where my natural nail will stop so that I have a guide on how far up to put the glue before I apply the extensions to my natural nail. For gel glue, I will be using the Ombre Extend Gel, and I know they have a bunch of different formulas at this point, but this is their original formula. And I'm basically applying this up into the point where I did the chemical etching, and then I'm going to place it on my nail, pressing down in a 45-degree angle. I did pick up a new light. This one is touch activated, so you would touch that silver area to turn it on, and then once you're done with it, you would touch the silver area again to turn it off. I do like it because it still has that gooseneck, so it's flexible. I can move it around to whatever angle I need it, and it's also cordless, so it isn't constricted on where I can place it. The only thing I will say, the base of it isn't as sturdy as I would like it, so you have to be careful on the angle you place it at, but other than that, so far so good. I have my extensions all applied now, and I'm going to cure in a big lamp for 60 seconds. Next, I'm going to be taking a no wipe top coat and placing it on the underside of the extension so no lint and dust gets caught underneath the extension when I go to do my shaping and filing in the next steps. To seal my cuticles, I will be taking my e-file and gently moving from left to right until the extension blends with my natural nail. And my e-file is set at 3000 RPM. To get the extensions ready for polish, I am going to be taking a buffing block and removing the shine from the extensions. If you don't want to deal with any dust or you just don't feel like buffing, you can definitely use a base coat instead and skip the step. For a base color, I will be using a Dirty Dancer from D&D, and I know I've been using this frequently, but it's because I really love it. It feels like I finally found the perfect natural nail color for me because it is pretty much the same color as my natural nails. So I've been using this a lot, but it is from the D&D's sheer collection, so it's pretty transparent. So I'm going to start with one thin layer and then build up the coverage as needed. The first coat is cured, so I am going to go in with a second layer. Next, I am going to go in with my third layer, and honestly, the number of coats is going to depend on basically how long your natural nails are and your personal preference. So if you have shorter nail beds and shorter nails, 2 coats will be just fine. But if you have longer nail beds like I do and you don't want your natural nails showing underneath the polish, I highly recommend using 3 coats. For the nail art today, I will be using these jelly polishes from Born Pretty, and yes, I know in this clip my nails are already done, but it's because I completely forgot to film the unboxing portion and just jumped straight into the nail art because I was so excited. So what we're gonna do is pretend like you don't see my nails done, and we're gonna take all 6 of these polishes out of the container, and then we're going to take a look at each and every one of them up close. So out of this set, the neon green one was my favorite, so I decided to use it for this look. And these polishes are sheer. They are true jelly polishes, so we're gonna build up the color, but I'm going to start off with one thin layer. I know when you see these polishes, it may be natural for you to feel like, let me just apply a whole bunch of polish at once so that I can get some good color payoff, but I do not recommend that because it will start to make the nail look bulky and the polish may not cure appropriately if it's too thick. So like any gel polish, you want to use thin layers and then add additional layers as needed, of course curing in between. So once I have my first layer down, I am going to apply a second layer, but this time it's going to be a bit different because I'm not going to cure just yet. I'm using a different ombre brush than what I normally use, and it looks more like a makeup brush to me actually. So I'm going to be taking this and patting the color in and slightly moving it down. So when I do the second layer, it's kind of hard to tell because the color is of course so jelly-like and sheer, but once I get that all blended out, I am going to cure for 60 seconds and then go in with a third layer. For the third layer, I am going to do the exact same process, so laying down the color and then blending it downward. And as I'm doing this, I'm making sure to use light tapping motions. If you want, you can leave the ombre as is, but I am not going to be stopping here. I am going to be taking some glitter, and because I didn't have one of those chunky glitter polishes, I decided to make my own. So I'm taking this top coat here from Gayoi, laying it down on my palette, and then pouring my glitter on top of the top coat. And then I'm going to be taking my round brush and mixing the glitter together because I will be applying it with this too. When I apply this, I am going to start at the midpoint of my nail, like right under where you can see my natural nail starts, and then I'm going to work my way up, but I'm only going to use a little bit of this because I don't want this to be the main focus of the nail. I want it to basically complement that jelly color underneath it. The brush I'm using, I did unbox in my previous video and I really do like it. I know a lot of the times we will see the rainbow brushes and they will be kind of stiff, but this one actually is really soft and easy to work with, easy to clean. I'm loving it so far. After I apply the glitter, I am going to be taking my round brush and gently patting it down because as you can see here, it's not even really glitter particles, it's more like glitter flakes, and so they are chunky and big. So if you leave it just raised, it's not going to sit level with the nail. So I am going to go in with a cosmetic wedge, and you can find these really at any retailer. I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces and then grab my pineapple tool from Maniology to pick the wedge up and then begin patting the nail again. Next, I'm going to take a buffing block and I'm going to file the nails again because I really want to make sure that those glitter pieces are sitting nice and flat, because if they're raised, I promise you they cause so much issues. So it's better to just be safe than sorry. It is going to turn white, but that's okay because when we go in with the top coat, the white parts are going to go away, so you don't need to worry about that. Next, I'm going to be going in with my favorite gel polish at the moment. This is from the Bella Bee Swanky collection, and I'm going to apply a tiny bit of this on top of the glitter. These polishes are super pigmented, so a little bit truly does go a long way. Next, I'm gonna go in with my D&D top coat, and I like working with this anytime I'm using glitter flakes, glitter particles, rhinestones even, because I feel like it just makes the nails look super, super glossy, and the glitter almost seems like it's encapsulated when it's not. Once I have my top coat applied, I am not going to cure just yet because I'm not done. Of course, you guys know me. There has to be some rhinestone in here somewhere. So I'm taking these. I don't even know if we can call them rhinestones because they look like charms. They're flat back though, but if you look up close, you can see they look a bit iridescent, but they do have an orange backing. So when you place them on the nail, they give this like reflective, iridescent, magical vibe. And you'll see at the end exactly what I mean, but I am going to just take 2 stones, not worrying too much about the style or the shape of them. They're going to be mismatched, and I'm just going to place them on the nail right at the top where that glitter ombre is going on. Once I have my stones laid down, I'm going to do my final cure. And here are what the nails look like all done. So what I really like about this look is you can actually change the color of the ombre. So even though I use that neon jelly green, you can use whatever color you want. Something for summer, something for spring, something for fall, whatever floats your boat. You can even use a neutral color if that's what you like. As a reminder, all the products I used in this video will be linked in the description box down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Will you be trying these nails? And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so on your way out. But in the meantime, I will see you in one of these videos here.